Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is the weekly reading for Cancer for March 6th through March 12th. I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Hope you all are having a good week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here with me today. All right, Cancer, let's get started. Your first card, we have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. In your next row, we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Cups in the reverse. And in your last row, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the upright, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, Cancer. So in your first row here, I'm kind of getting the sense of you guys are looking for something. And you're not sure what it is that you want. But you just know that you need something different. The Ace of Wands is like a passion project almost. It's the sense of a new feeling of inspiration, excitement, ready to move forward. But with the Queen of Swords here in the reverse, it's almost this sense of not quite truly knowing what it is that you want. You have this feeling of needing to move, of wanting to build something. Maybe not necessarily sure how to get there. And especially with that Ten of Pentacles, you might not feel as though you have the financial means to get there. It could be that you're really in this sense of lack. I do want to point out to you, though, that most of the time with cards in the reverse position, I like to think of them as the energy is still present. You still have this energy of the Ten of Pentacles there, but you're not quite aligned or in sync with it. If you're able to change your mindset, change your viewpoint, and start to get clear on what it is that you really want, you could start to begin to unlock this Ten of Pentacles energy for yourself. All right, in your center row here, we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Cups in the reverse. So I'm getting the sense that you want to move away from this feeling of conflict. You no longer want to be involved in this competition, this rat race. Could be competition with other people, maybe people at your job. Could also be inner competition with yourself. With that Seven of Swords, I'm getting the sense that you are starting to begin to move away from this. You're starting to think more tactfully about where it is that you want to go. The Seven of Swords is the card of tactical feelings, I guess. He is taking those swords away from this army here in the background of the photo, and he's taking away the things from them that could turn around and hurt him. And with those other two swords that he has to leave behind there, sometimes when you move away from somewhere else, a place of conflict, you have to leave some things behind, whether it be words that somebody else said or feelings you might have had for a place or a person or a project, a passion project with that Ace of Wands. We have the King of Cups in the reverse here in this middle row as well. And I really get the sense that you're walking away from this conflict because it's put you in this place of being emotionally confused or distraught. Could also be that it's a very hard decision for you to walk away from this. It could be some emotional conflict over the decision that you are making here as well, too. In your last row, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This card talks about a harvest, reaping what you have sown, a harvest yet fulfilled. And with that Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the sense that you guys worked really hard for whatever it is here that you're starting to walk away from. This conflict. You worked really hard to get to where it was that you wanted to go, and now you're having to walk away from it. And having to leave these things behind. Just understand that, we walk away from some things in order to walk towards things that are better suited for us. Things that are better for us in general. And especially with that walking away, with that being able to walk away from something, even if you've put effort towards it, we have this Four of Wands, which talks about a victory. So even though you're walking away from this conflict, this situation, walking away from something that is emotionally charged and confusing for you, when you start to walk away from that, you start to walk towards this Four of Wands energy. It's almost as if you're being tested on whether or not you have the strength to walk away from this thing, to move on and move forward into a different area, a different light. And with this Nine of Wands in the reverse here, you gotta let your guard down a little bit. This is really a card of being defensive, on the defense for something, against something. It's almost as if when you start to walk away from this thing, you have to let down your sense of security and be willing to set your security aside for a little bit in order to walk towards this thing. It might be a very scary change for you that you're making. You might be very scared to make this decision and make this change. But overall, I see that when you choose to follow this feeling that you're having, you're moving towards something that's better for you. We're going to pull some oracle cards really quick. I'm going to shuffle just 3 times, and then we're going to go ahead and pull, okay? Alrighty. So, Cancer. You have the Nightingale spirit, which says love is all around. So, it could be that you're walking away from this relationship that's emotionally charged for you. And it might be scary to be walking away from it, but just know that you can find love in any place. And some places are better than others. Just because you can find love in one spot does not mean that that is the best spot for you. It's very important that you're pulling love from the right places. Cancer, you also have the Ant spirit, which says time to collaborate. Cancer, I'm really getting that you've been trying to do a lot of it on your own. You've been trying to go through this and make these choices and move forward and doing it really on your own. Time to collaborate. When you start to lean on and start to be able to trust on the love that is around you, you can start to move out of these feelings and move towards this success on this Four of Wands card. On the Four of Wands there, you can see between those 2 sets of wands, there's 2 people. So it could be that you're needing to collaborate with another person on this, or just really start to lean on other people emotionally. Cancer. I know. Alright, you have Lion spirit, which is be generous of spirit. So yeah, I'm really getting that sense of it's time to let your guard down. Time to let your guard down and collaborate with other people. Don't be avoiding these connections with others because of your afraid to get hurt, your defensiveness. Let down your defenses. All right, I'm going to pull just a couple cards from this deck as well too, and we'll just get some last closing messages for you, Cancer. All right, so Cancer, you have the Four of Wands. You have Death and the Tower. You got the Four of Wands twice, which is very interesting to me. And you also got Death and the Tower. So this emotional conflict that you're having, this sense of knowing what it is that you need to do but being afraid to do it because you're afraid to make this choice that could possibly build you down into a new person, break you down and build you back up. With the Death card, this is a card of radical transformation. It could be that you're afraid to begin this transformation for yourself. Afraid of almost this sense of things crumbling down around you. No matter what happens, even if this, that Death and that Tower card being there, it can be kind of scary to see those cards sometimes. But really on the other side of it is this victory, is this Four of Wands situation. It is this sense of partnering up with people, learning to collaborate. So even if you do, even if you are struggling with these death and rebirth and transformation in your life, if you're having a hard time with it, it could be that you need to collaborate and link up with other people in order to really feel this sense of security. All right. We're going to pull just one more card for you, Cancer. And we're going to pull it from this Universe Has Your Back deck. We're going to leave you with one lasting message for the week to hang on to. Let's see what we get. I'm going to shuffle one more time. All right. So Cancer, you have, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So even though you're afraid to move forward and do this scary thing, make this leap, when you do decide to move forward with this, you will be moving towards higher consciousness, your higher self at the end of it. Could definitely be a deep calling from inside to transform and be reborn through this death and this Tower moment. Definitely deep transformation. The making of some difficult choices for you, Cancers. So that is what I have for you for the week of March 6th through March 12th for you, Cancer. So thank you for joining me today. Please leave a like if this reading resonated with you at all. Let me know if it was helpful for you guys. Anyways, thank you for being here today, Cancer, and I love you guys.